What's going on? What's going on? 48 hours later, and the Eagles still took that L. I've waited all day long just to hold you in my arms. Yeah, babe. Oh, man, Christmas dinner was good, man. You know, it was very good, man. It'd have even been better on Hanukkah. Oh, man. Oh, they sick. You know, the libraries was closed, right? The libraries was closed over the weekend. And so I would expect people to be outside. But ever since the Eagles took that L, it's been sounding like a library or something. You know, when the libraries, when you talking to the homie, hey, y'all right next to each other, but the conversation got so good and entertaining, and then the library like, that's how it sound over here in Cowboy Nation while we rejoice. While we over here lifting every voice to sing. Hey, them Eagle fans is shook. They sick. They sick, y'all. Oh my gosh. I don't care. And it's even better, man, when the Eagles is doing good. What's going on, Chris? The wins feel even better when the Eagles is actually somebody, right? It just makes that more exciting and meaningful, right? You know, the fans downplay it, talking about, we ain't playing. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Look at the players. Look how sad the players. You see how sad they was walking over there in the locker room at the end of the game. Blank faces, all that dancing. And what all that dancing that your coach was doing? I thought your coach was the greatest dancer. Where all that dancing that y'all was doing all of a sudden, man? Spirits is broke now. Y'all took a major blow, right? You see, it's always, how are you playing right about now? Oh, bro, Law. He's shedding tears and they ain't of joy. He's shedding tears, but they ain't of joy. Oh, man. I just love it. When you hear it, when you go over there to them Eagles, right? You walk up to and all of a sudden they just, like a young Slowby song. Shh, shh. Oh, man. You know how sick they are. But like I said, you go ahead and let them have got that win. They would have been talking, right? Oh, we too old you with Dak. But now all of a sudden, Jalen Hurts ain't available. All of a sudden, but you didn't have a problem celebrating when you beat Cooper Rush. But all of a sudden, man, when number 4 come into town, and you had to come to number 4 house, all of a sudden, man, and that was your best shot. That was the Eagles' best shot. They was clicking. They was throwing the ball. On a banged-up Cowboys defense. Dak was like, hold my beer, fam. Let me go ahead and put a 40 piece on him. Right? Let me go ahead and put a 40 piece on him. Hold my beer, fam. Let me put a 40 piece on him. Ooh. Hey, you hey. Hey, I don't know how that thing working, man. Mm. Hey, tell him, man, it ain't too late. You know, they gotta know, man. The Eagles ain't gonna do nothing, y'all. You know, to be honest with you, your shot is probably with Gardner Minshew and Gardner Minshew taking care of the ball. That'd probably be your best shot. But they didn't want to listen to me. You honestly think that team would have put up 34 points with Jalen Hurts? Nah. But they had somebody who can push the ball downfield. It was new, and this the cool thing about it is, right? It wasn't even 34 points, it was 27. Because we ain't counting the touchdown. So Cowboys had no tape, banged up defense, and still put it on you. And still put it on you. And still put it on you. No tape, a banged up defense, and threw a 40 piece on you. Ain't nobody was really missing on you, but you might have been with somebody. Okay, cool. But y'all came in healthy. And y'all left sick. Teflon. Facts. 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 We only bring up we get the broom to sweep up the porch, the kitchen, and the Eagles. You know, it was a little dusty over there. Philadelphia brought that dust, so Dak had to mess around and hold on, man. It's a little dirty, man. Let me go ahead and wipe this thing clean. You know, it was a very humbling experience for the Philadelphia. It was very humble, right? All of a sudden, man, you know, you got people telling you good and keep that same energy. Oh, we about to demolish y'all. Oh, you about to do this and do that. Oh, Dak ain't nothing. Well, if Dak was just so sorry, then why you let him put a 40 piece on a top 3 defense that was healthy? That was your best shot at Dak. Your healthiest shot. Y'all got good help. I bet not getting that one Eagles fan to tell me that they ain't got good help. They got good help. All the factor pieces is playing. You got good help. Your receivers is healthy. Your corners is healthy. Your running backs is healthy. Your D-line healthy. Linebackers healthy. Everybody healthy. And Dak put a 40 piece. I said a 40 burger. He hit him with that pork chop, extra gravy. He hit him with that data. We got data. Hey, he hit him with that ooh. Oh man, Dak don't lose. Dak don't lose to no NFC East. He's your father. Your father. But hey, I love gold. Man, it's an honor to be on that field with Dak Prescott, man. And he shows you every single time. It don't matter what quarterback you got up in there. He just gonna take him down. He just gonna take him down. He just gonna take him down. It don't matter who you got. It don't matter who coming, who pass rushing, who playing safety, who playing corner. You gonna lose. And he tells you that, and he shows you that every single time. When the last time Dak lost to the Eagles? When the last time Dak lost to the Eagles? You been had Hurts whooped on you. Had Carson Wentz whooped on you. Don't matter who you have. The book of Dakalations, verse 4. It says, "Thou shalt not bring any Philadelphia eagle in my house or prepare to be persecuted." Prepare to be persecuted. Oh, right. What's up with that 40 piece? Oh, I got you, Chris. 25-6. 25-6. Wow. That's crazy. You know, you know what would be so crazy, man? What be so crazy is, man, they still was trying to downplay. I'm out here asking a question about the man. They ain't talking about that win good enough. Do you understand the circumstances? Before we get into what I didn't see, because I watched the game again. This is the circumstances that Dak Prescott had, right? Banged up cornerbacks, a lot of brand new corners. You got so he got Diggs. Okay, Diggs is nice. You got then on the opposite side, you got a rookie corner. And then you got another corner, right, who's built like this, right? And then you got a new corner that you just brought in. You're missing a linebacker, banged up defense, right? Everybody banged up, right? Yeah, you got Micah, but still a banged up defense. Let's look at that offense now, right? Hall of Fame tackle just coming back in, second game here. Rookie left tackle. CeeDee Lamb and a wide receiver that just came off the couch fresh off a Thanksgiving dinner who just burned big play Slay. Fresh off. Fresh off. It was just that. The running game wasn't even going, right? The running game wasn't going at all. It was just CD, a wide receiver fresh off the couch, and Michael Gallup, who got one leg, in the running backs. That's what Dak had to rock with. On that, I guess they going back and forth. Number one or number two defense. This supposed to be the number two defense. So the number two defense. That's what he did to the number two defense. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let me say it again. CeeDee Lamb, a wide receiver fresh off a Thanksgiving dinner, a wide receiver with one leg in the running backs, and they choked out the running game. They committed to stopping the running game. And they brought everybody named Mama on the blitz. And he still put a 40 piece on them. He still put a 40 piece on them boys, man. And they got the nerve to talk about my quarterback. Man, like I always say, we be hard on them. It ain't like Dak. When we always say Dak need to go to the next level, it ain't like we don't think Dak can't go. We were just waiting on Dak to go. And the past couple games, even though it comes in a loss off an interception that wasn't his fault. And then they say, oh, what about them Jaguars? Okay, what about them Jaguars? Okay, what about them Philadelphia Eagles, though? I could have swore the Philadelphia Eagles was a whole lot better than the Jacksonville Jaguars. And what did he do? Put that 40 piece on them. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. They thought it was going to be easy. They thought it was going to be easy. They thought it was going to be a piece of cake. You see how they was talking? Oh, Dallas say nothing? What you mean Dallas say nothing? How could you say that? Well, if Dallas ain't nothing, then why are you losing to nothing teams? Why are you losing to nothing teams? Hmm? If Dak ain't nothing, if Dak, what did Micah say? Micah was on to something here. What did he say? Is it the Philadelphia Eagles or is it Jalen Hurts? What did he say? Is it the Philadelphia Eagles or is it Jalen Hurts? Mm. I'll be honest with you. With a banged up defense, I'd rather see Jalen Hurts because I know we can come up there and make the play on them. Just got to be disciplined against the run, be rushing lanes. As we can see, man, y'all should have seen the film session I was getting ready to do on Jalen Hurts before I found out Gardner Minshew. Man, I dedicated a whole film session to Jalen Hurts. I dedicated a whole film session of him throwing off, of him against the Bears, of him throwing off his back foot, of him being in the pocket, not making throws, of him going out and they containing them, and he throwing incomplete, throwing it out of bounds. And the only throws that he's making is things that's just right in front of his face. When you got somebody like Gardner Minshew who could put the ball in difficult places, who can push the ball downfield, who actually can go ahead and make throws in the pocket. And you ain't had no film on him. There we go. Y'all barely, here we go. Here we go. Y'all barely beat a. This is what a Philadelphia Eagles fan said. Let's see the reasoning on this. Y'all barely beat a backup. Going to be funny seeing y'all choke in the playoffs like y'all do every year. Dak is a good regular season quarterback, but he'll never get you to a Super Bowl. But you already know that. So let's go ahead and dissect that, right? Let's go ahead and dissect that. So you said just y'all barely beat a backup quarterback with no film, but you had film on Cooper Rush though. You had film on Cooper Rush, and we was and we were storming back. So you celebrating that you beaten Cooper Rush then? Where's that logic then, Philly fan? So then you said it's gonna be funny that you seeing us choke in the playoffs like I do every year. Say that again. You said like I do everywhere. So in order for us to choke in the playoffs, that means we have to get to the playoffs. And how many times do y'all get to the playoffs, Philly Eagles fan? He said Dak is a good regular season quarterback, but he'll never get you to a Super Bowl. But you already know that. Jalen Hurts is not a good regular season quarterback, but I think you already know that. You know? I think you know that. You know, if that, but look though, regular season or not, in the last couple years, how many times have you beat Rain Dakota Prescott, who sports the number 4? How many times you beat them? How many times you beat them? How many times? Now I know, right, that not only there's salt probably on your chicken, but there's salt in your heart from that Dallas Cowboys destructing, dissecting that Philadelphia Eagles so-called dominant defense, man. I know there's salt. Not only in that chicken, not only on that Christmas dinner, but on them Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, Jalen has the best record in the league. Say that again. Hey, let me ask you something. No, Philly Eagles fan, since it is a team game, who gave him that second L? Who gave him the first L? And what's Jalen Hurts' record against Dak Prescott? Hmm? 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 3 games in a row. Running back. We didn't have our okay. So let's go with that logic there, Philly Eagles fan. Let's go with that logic. So do you have that same energy when we played y'all the first time? Do you? Do you? That's all I want to know. Bam. So you don't have that same energy. So you do celebrate that because you're talking about a Pro Bowl. Let me tell y'all something, man. If you had Rain Dakota Prescott as your quarterback, some of the things that you go through in Philadelphia, you wouldn't go through them, right? You could talk all that what you want, but it's crazy, right? How people who know the game of football, right? Players, right? Coaches, right? Not these hating ass commentators. What did Lovie Smith say about Dak Prescott? Lovie done been around some quarterbacks. Hmm? What did Lovie Smith say about that? He done been around some good defenses. He done seen a lot of things in his day. What does every coach say about Dak Prescott? Huh? What does every quarterback say about Dak Prescott? But it's crazy how, why you don't have that same energy for Aaron Rodgers? You act like it's easy to go ahead and get it. They ain't Tom Brady. How many rings does Aaron Rodgers have? How many rings does Drew Brees have? And they didn't give their life to the game. Yeah, act like it's going to the Super Bowl is just that easy. Tom ain't even about to go to the bowl this year. We know that. We know that. I believe I seen a statistic with Jalen Hurts that his so-called MVP season hasn't even matched up to Dak's rookie season yet. Is that somebody confirm that for me, y'all? Somebody confirm that for me. His MVP's like season hasn't even compared to Dak's rookie season yet. Can somebody confirm that for me? How many rings does Jalen Hurts have? I'm gonna tell you something. It's so crazy. How many times did Dak Prescott get benched in a big time game at Mississippi State? Oh! But this is the same Jalen Hurts that got benched for Tua Tagovailoa to go ahead and throw the game winner. I believe it was to Devontae Smith. He can't even get the ball. Bro, he had to transfer to Oklahoma and he choked against Joe Burrow. He choked against Joe Burrow. All the big time games that it's time for him to use his arm. What does he do? What does he do? He had to come to Oklahoma to get a higher draft pick. Because he had to, Nick Saban couldn't even go ahead and fix him as a quarterback. So he had to try to go to Lincoln Riley to go ahead and help him out. He would have been better off, man, not even playing that game against LSU. He might would have been a first round pick. He a scrub. He a scrub. He is a scrub. You can always tell about a quarterback in big time games. Come on. That's why I said, man, when I first watched Zach Wilson in the game on ESPN against a team that he should have blew out, and he struggled. I said, he ain't about nothing. I see Joe Burrow, they talk about his size, his hand size, and they talk about does he had a frame. But I said Joe Burrow is a winner, though. What is he doing? Got the Bengals out of all team to the Super Bowl. I said Kyler Murray, he talented, but he ain't gonna work out though. He don't love football like that. He ain't no winner. Arizona paid him because that's the only thing that they can get, and they don't even want him. They don't even want him. His coach can't even coach him up. The team don't even like him. I said Baker Mayfield. He a scrub, but he'll show up occasionally, and he does just that. So how can so let's look at Dak Prescott now. Let's be real. Mississippi State. Back then, Mississippi like, but they like, hold up. There's a dude over there at Mississippi State that can throw that ball. Dak Prescott battled with him the first year. Dak Prescott had just a little bit more development in the weapons that he got. What did he do? He took down LSU. Can Jalen Hurts go toe-to-toe with Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs? Hell no. Can he go toe-to-toe throwing in the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers? I say hell no. Hell no. Hell no. But you don't have that same energy for Aaron Rodgers, though. Bro, who the hell do y'all have on Philadelphia Eagles that comes with a winner? That comes with winners. Let's look at this, right? The best quarterback that y'all had in a long time, and it's been a while, is Donovan weak-ass McNabb. Donovan weak-ass McNabb. He said he used to winning championships. Let me tell you something. You can't run the ball. You can't throw like he did at Alabama, 10 passes and run the ball 15 to 20 times. That's just not going to work in the NFL. Y'all think it's going to work in the playoffs, though. But when y'all get obliterated, look what's going to happen. See, if Jalen Hurts was a supreme passer, let me tell y'all something. If Jalen Hurts was a great passer, they would be unstoppable. Well, what he has with the offensive line, if Jalen Hurts was a supreme passer, Philly would be unstoppable. Jalen Hurts can't. Have you ever seen Jalen Hurts drop back 40 times to win the game? Now, let me ask you this. Have you seen Dak Prescott do that? Come on, man. Philly, you know we had to make this live about Philly. Hey, because we was going to start talking that mess at the end anyway, so we might as well just get you out the way now. We might as well just get you out the way now. Had to transfer. They be forgetting that. Nick Saban was like, I support you, Jalen, in whatever you do. Bro, Alabama, it don't matter who go to Alabama. They're going to win. They're going to win. It ain't Jalen Hurts. Bro, in the big-time moment, I want you to go back to that game, yo. In a big-time moment, Nick Saban had to make a big decision to bench you. Why? Because you suck at passing the ball. You suck. So he put in Tua, and what did Tua do? Throw a deep ball. Because Tua, He ain't too far Tua ain't in all that. But Tua throw a pretty deep ball though. And so what did Tua do for them to win? Throw a pretty deep ball. You forgetting. I done seen a whole bunch of Jalen Hurts, not only at Alabama, and I'm an Oklahoma fan. So I done seen Jalen weak ass Hurts play many games. Ask CeeDee Lamb. The man, hey, the man had what's dude that went to Houston? I can't think of his name, man. Dude that went to Houston. Damn, the LSU corner, man, he good. CeeDee Lamb had him beat for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts, what did he do? Throw it behind him. He was wide open. I remember that play like it was yesterday. He was wide open. Jalen Hurts threw the slant, threw it behind him. If you don't believe me, go YouTube it. Go YouTube it. I said, whoa. So if we had a passer, maybe we had a better chance. I don't know. But you'll never know. Is they wide open? Is they wide open because they trying to stop the run? He's number one in throwing wide open balls. But what's his usage? What's his rate against pressure? What's his rate against pressure? What's his rate when he does he even have a game of 40 attempts this year? What was the completion percentage? What was a QBR rating? And what was the outcome? Facts. See, Brown, you took the words from me. What Jalen Hurts had completed that pass to T.Y. Hilton. The answer is hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell no. To the no, no, no. I said hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Hell no. What? Oh, you trolling. You trolling. You trolling. Dak was an MVP candidate his rookie year. Oh, this man trolling now. He trolling now. Oh, Philly. I thought you was reasonable. But I understand that too many ass whoopings from Dak Prescott will have you, feeling dazed and confused, like it was Tisha Campbell or something. So I understand. You know, I definitely understand that you're still trying to recover. Hey, before we get ready to go into our talking points, how many rings does the Philadelphia Eagles got? How many rings y'all got? We got to dissect you real quick. How many rings do y'all have? Bro, y'all out here trying to celebrate. See, we celebrate Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith. Y'all out here celebrating Vince Papale. Y'all out here celebrating Vince Papale out here running on special teams. Because you know why? Don't nothing but scrubs come through Philadelphia. Y'all out here celebrating Vince Papale, yo. Oh, got him there, coach. Got him there, coach. Let me throw this arrow. They make a movie about Vince Papale. We celebrate Michael Irvin, Dez Bryant, Pearson, Novacek, Moose, Dorsett, and you celebrate Vince Papale. You celebrate Donovan McNabb. You celebrate Byron Westbrook fragile tail. You celebrate maybe a little bit of Brian Dawkins. Don't nobody come to Philadelphia to go here and mess around and prosper? Y'all losers. Y'all losers. You see, the pain that the Dallas Cowboys go through, right? It ain't the same pain that the Philadelphia Eagles go through, right? Our standard is Super Bowls. Playoffs, we don't care about that because we know we're going to go. Our standard is Super Bowls. Your standard is, can he go to the Pro Bowl this year? Oh, we have 5, 6 Pro Bowlers on our team this year. Oh, we made it to the playoffs the first time in 35 years. Oh, our quarterback is an MVP candidate. That's what you celebrate. When we see Pro Bowlers on the Dallas Cowboys, we like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, we already knew he was gonna go, because we know that our players is that guy. When we go to the playoffs, we like, cool, man. We expect that, man. We trying to do damage in the playoffs. You rejoice just to make it to the playoffs. We want to go far. We want to go deep. You just happy to be there and to be a participant. The Cowboys struggle and the Eagles struggle is not the same. It will never be the same. Remember that as you go home to cry and wipe them tears from your eyes. You know, who is top 3 in Super Bowls? Who's top 3, Philly? When they talk about Super Bowls, how can you not talk about the Dallas Cowboys? Y'all just won a Super Bowl recently and don't nobody remember that you won. Because don't nobody care about the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, I got time today, y'all. I got time today. Y'all get a Super Bowl we don't even remember. They don't even remember Nick Foles was the hero and Carson Wentz was the zero. Like Hercules. We don't even remember. Because it's irrelevant. Dallas Cowboys could not make the playoffs and still be more relevant than your Super Bowl year. You are Dak Prescott's little homie. You should be happy to play with Dak Prescott so your quarterbacks can learn. You had the opportunity to get Dak Prescott, but you didn't get him. You know who did you got? You know who you get? With your bad drafting self? Carson Wentz. You got higher draft picks. And they all come out like scrubs. Hurts, scrub. Wentz, scrub. Everybody is a scrub. Y'all don't know how to draft. I don't. How many busts have y'all had in the last year? Okay, let's get on y'all today because we might not see y'all again, or we might. Who drafts a nose tackle who can't get to the quarterback in the first round? But you got the nerve to tell us about the standard in the Dallas? You drafted a nose that can't get to the quarterback. He don't even got 10 sacks in his whole college career, and he was there for 4 years. That's who you draft first. That's somebody you draft where we drafted Ridgeway. Where did we draft Bohannon at? Later on. Where did we draft Ridgeway at? Later on. We picked up Hankins this year. But no, y'all draft so sorry that y'all got to go pick up a nose guard in the first round. He ain't even a 3-tech. It'd be one thing if you got a 3-tech, but you got a 1-tech in the first round. But you got the nerve to talk about the Dallas Cowboys? What's up with your drafting? No wonder y'all can't win. No wonder y'all can't win. Come on, man. No wonder y'all can't win. All right, Chris. They always talking about them. You said it. You said it here, Isaiah. What's the first thing that they gonna talk about? Win or loss? Them Dallas Cowboys. They can only win 3 games. They gonna talk about them Dallas Cowboys. They gonna talk about them Dallas Cowboys. Whose fault is it that your owner can't be an owner like my owner? Jerry Jones started from nothing. He started from nothing with the Cowboys and built it up. Now we the most talked about franchise. We got fans out of the country. We got fans. They probably more Cowboy fans maybe in Philadelphia now. And if not, give it another couple more years. Because y'all scrubs anyway. And then to put the icing on the cake. Is Dak Prescott be beaten on your quarterbacks. T-Dub. But anywho, hey, you know, deep down inside, though, man, deep down inside, they really want to be a Cowboy. But like I tell my man Harold, man, if you want to go ahead and accept this invitation to discipleship, let me ask you something, Eagles fan, because I know you in here still. Do you accept Dak Prescott as your quarterback? Do you accept CeeDee Lamb as your 88? Do you accept Micah Parsons to be the best player in the National Football League? Do you accept? There may not be tomorrow. You may not have an hour. But do you accept Dak Prescott as your quarterback and personal savior? You only get one opportunity, Eagle fan. You only get one opportunity. The time is now. Don't wait till we kick you out the. Oh, that's gonna hurt your heart if we play out in the playoffs and we kick y'all out, because you know that y'all not ready for playoff football. You know that. You know that. You know to hurt your heart. I hope the league set it up. I hope they set it up. I hope we can play y'all in the playoffs. Because you know what we going to do to y'all? So then when Dak beats Jalen Hurts again, what's going to be your stand? You're going to make an excuse, oh, we didn't have him. Oh, we didn't have that. Let's play off football. It's where the boys become men. Boys to men. But the cool thing about it is, if y'all was to see us in the playoffs, it'll be the end of your road. Ain't no Motown Philly going on around here. You know? Hey, man. Hey, everybody deep down. Hey, man, they know they can't troll up over here because they know I'm going to spend some time on them. They know I'm going to spend some time on them. They know I'm going to get on them. They know that. I don't know why they be doing that to themselves, man. I got the time and the energy for them Eagle fans. Anybody in the division? I got time for y'all. But anywho, let's get to what we came up in here to talk about real quick. They say the question posed, right? Was this playoff football? The answer is yes. I'll tell you why. You know, I've been talking about it for the last couple weeks, y'all. How are we going to respond when that running game ain't flowing? How are we going to respond when it ain't working? Do we get something going in the passing game, right? The running game was hard to come by. But I said, well, how are Ford going to respond? Does Ford take that next step? And look, y'all, what Ford did, that's the Ford that I wanted in the playoffs. That was playoff football. That was good work, right? Ford came through with minimum wide receiver help. And they came the ball, right? They came the ball. Ford got it done. Ford made plays when it was time. He got out of sacks for the first down. 3rd and 30. T.Y. Bomb. He got out the pocket and made plays. That's the Dak Prescott that we've been asking for the past couple years. Did it take an injury maybe for him to wake up? Possibly. But I'm going to tell you right now, it came right on time, y'all. Right? You see, as I like to be hard on the defense, right? Right? Hey, you know what? I was thinking about doing a Micah Parsons film session. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, just to kind of help people realize, like, yeah, Micah not getting the sacks, but Micah's having a big impact. So I'm about to show that a little bit. But like I said, in playoffs, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. You know, do you have the tools to pass when the run game ain't working? When it's time to establish the run, can you establish the run? And with Dak Prescott, he's showing that he can. Right? So if we can get Kellen Moore to get out of our way, and this defense can go get healthy and heal up, right? You see, like I said, one thing that I would do, if Philly loses this week and we win, and they want to go ahead and play for a division crown, then hey, that'll be something that they do. But I personally, if you don't really see anything, you don't really tripping on nothing, I will personally sit out some of your stars, let them rest up, and get ready for the playoffs. Because what we've seen from this offense, right? I want to see T.Y. again. But what we've seen from this offense, I'm satisfied, y'all. I mean, with Kellen Moore, this is what it is, y'all, right? So let's just hope Kellen Moore gets out of our way. But one thing that I've wanted to see, because remember, as I always say, it doesn't matter how good of a defense we have. It doesn't matter how good of a run game we have. If Dak Prescott ain't playing, ain't taking the next step, it won't matter. And I believe y'all. I've been seeing enough because I've been seeing him gradually take little steps, right? You remember I called him out against the Minnesota Vikings. He came through and started the transition. And each week he has got better. And now we have came to this point in the season. We have came to this point, and I believe Dak Prescott is playoff ready. I believe so. Yep, T-Dub. Bland will be able to play outside. Might need him to, yeah. But it's good that he got that versatility. So whatever we do at cornerback, we just fill it in because we know Bland can do both. I feel you out. And I want it all, though, this year. I want it all because we got the team to do it all. So I want it all. Yeah, I agree, C. Brown. I agree. Right? And, because, as in my film session, I knew he wasn't going to be able to run up the middle. Why Kellen Moore kept doing that a little, I don't know. But, hey, but Kellen Moore happy. Kellen Moore like, hold up, we get to pass the ball. Hold up, we gotta pass the ball, and I ain't gonna get no flag for passing the ball. Oh, Kellen Moore was like, he was like Spice Adams. He was like this, man. Kellen Moore was like this, man. Yeah. Yeah. So Kellen Moore was happy. But it was necessary, though. It was necessary. Man, I don't know if y'all understand, man, how big Dak Prescott was. Dak looked good, y'all. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't see Dak Prescott have good games, right? I didn't see Dak Prescott make plays when necessary. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The adversity that we had to fight through after that pick being down 10-0, and for what type of game this was, and the type of team, they said this is the best team in the league, and Dak takes him down and put a 40-piece. If y'all don't even say it's his best performance as a Cowboy, would y'all say it's at least his top 3 performance? To me, I think this is his best performance because he took charge the way I want my quarterback. The way I want my quarterback to do, he took charge. He said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and make some plays. I'm going to get out this pocket. I'm going to run. Because when that blitz came and he was twisted up, the lower body strength that he had to have and the core strength that he had to have to complete that pass, to go ahead and convert them downs, underrated play. Third and 30, what was underrated was Tyler Biadasz fighting to get the football, keeping it alive. We took 2 sacks. Bam, Tyron, right? Bam, Tyron. Then Tyler, boom. 3rd and 30. That amount of, T.Y. must have been having a heck of an impact. He must have been doing some, Dak must have been doing some film. For you to trust T.Y. in that moment, and you ain't had no game experience with him, for you to trust T.Y. in that moment, to know that he was going to come through. When the last time you seen Dak Prescott to really just had that trust with somebody like that early on like that? That's trust right there, y'all. You want to play it through? I hope we resign Donovan Wilson. Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know what it was, Isaiah, but I know for sure he was, 16 out of 17, and then I stopped keeping up with it after that. No, yeah, because we ran the ball better the first game with Cooper Rush. So, yeah, we can run the ball on Philly. Yeah, that's one thing we can do, but we got to be smarter on the type of runs that we do. Like, I like pulling Tyron Smith to the left side. I've seen that a few times. I like that. I like pulling the tackles, and I like getting on the edge because there was some room, and especially having the tight ends go ahead and have kick blocks. I believe it was Hendershot, and I believe Tony Pollard had the ball. I like them type of runs. So you'll definitely get some creases, and the more that you wear and tear on them big boys inside, the more creases that'll open up. The more that you get them big boys to stop being square and to turn them, the more that you go ahead, man, and have better runs going in inside. Like I said, I like the B gap runs, and I like hitting the perimeter on Philadelphia Eagles. I will keep them little dives and them inside zones to a minimum, right? I'll still run them just to keep them off balance, but I wouldn't heavily rely on them though. Because Zeke like them inside zones, right? And that's cool, right? But it just wasn't the games that hey. Sometimes your running back got you, sometimes the defense got you, and sometimes that got to have you, right? And all season, y'all, we have had each one of them to come make it happen. The defense carried us early on. Now the offense got to carry the defense right now until we go ahead and figure this thing out, get healthy, and bring these boys back. Dak, we like Dak, man. Dak got to win us a game. Dak came through. See, when the Philadelphia Eagle fans coming in, you'll fail to realize that they talk about y'all as the best team in the league. Dak put a 40 piece on y'all. So how could you speak bad about old Dak Prescott? How? You can't. We know we know it's coming from a fandom point of view, but in all reality, that performance of Dak ought to get that man a Grammy. Ought to give him an Oscar. Right, T-Dub. Right. Hey, T-Dub, I hope he takes over the number 2 spot. Use more 12 personnel. Yeah. Let me see. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then had T.Y. and Gallup and CD on the edges. Mm-hmm. You think Maddox could have made a bigger impact on it since he was balling? I mean, he had a good. He had a good game, but eventually he was gonna get neutralized. But yeah, he started off solid. You know how they go. I mean, that was a division game, and stuff was on the line. Everybody gonna get it for the Dallas Cowboys. That was a game that's been anticipated. I'm pretty sure that these players didn't have Philadelphia on their mind for the past month. So that game was anticipated, and it would have did a lot of it would have been a crushing blow to lose that game. And I believe it does a lot more for their confidence and to have that room feel better by getting that win. Phasing out. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Dalton Schultz on that touchdown run, the first one of Zeke when he was next to Jason Peters. Shout out to Dalton Schultz because he had a good block. It seemed like Dalton Schultz will block when he want to. It seemed like he blocked when, but hey, look, from how he's been blocking the past couple years, hey, I'll take what he's doing now over what he's been showing me the past couple years. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. And they was talking about the O-line play bad. Nah. Did they miss a couple pickups? Yeah. Did they have some delayed blitzes to go against? Yeah. But individually, holding a man, they did pretty good. Because I could tell you a couple of the sacks wasn't even their fault. Some was just being schemed up good, and some was just Dak Prescott trying to extend it. But but they got home though a few times. But individually, they blocked good. Shout out to Connor McGovern. He had a heck of a game, y'all. Had a heck of a game. I ain't gonna lie. I kept my eye on him more this game. Connor McGovern balled, y'all. He balled. Oh yeah, Ferguson. And Ferguson is more elusive than what I thought he was. As the weeks go, like as he get more comfortable, he shows the athleticism that could have been slept on. Right? He's balling. Right? On that play, man, where when he had that pivot, man, and took off, looking like a little mini Travis Kelce. Mm-hmm. They're going to have to, keep blocking. Henderson had a good block, man, for about a 10, 12-yard gain. Henderson had a good block. He had a good block. I liked how Dak Prescott used TP as his safety net. TP, the catches that he had, a lot of them was just him safety net, him just dumping it down. I love that, right? I love that. Hey, if it ain't there, dump it down to TP. Let him make a play, right? Why take an incomplete pass when you can have TP? You could dump it down to TP and he can get something positive out of it. So So one thing I did want to talk about, the DNs are still having contained issues, y'all. They still having contained issues, right? Tank, I seen Tank lose contain, Micah lost contain, Fowler lost contain. That's a problem. That's still a little problem that they need to fix. You know, with Micah, right? He just on go, right? Like any other player will probably get benched for some of the things that Micah does, y'all. He'll mess around, take a B gap release, and then but his athleticism, he able to go around and chase him and make the play. See, not everybody can make that play. So I think Dan Quinn lets him get away with it, but that's bad habits, though. You know, when you have to have, it's one thing if it's just a pass rush down and you just trying to get there, but when you do it a lot and you gotta have contain, it's a bad habit. You know what I'm saying? Because we did that against quarterbacks who were a lot more mobile, and we paid the price. Right? We paid the price a couple times. Some of the chunk runs that they got was just either the offensive line getting to our linebackers or us losing contain, right? And they lost contain on the defense's left side about 3-4 times. On the defensive left on the defensive left side, they lost it about 3-4 times, and it was all for some decent chunks. Yeah, yeah, he was. Yeah, he definitely was, and I mean, he just, I just don't want him to build. I don't want him to keep building on them bad habits with that, because that's bad habits, Regardless if you're a great player or not, and you can make up, there might what if one time you might mess around and you take that inside release and you fall, right? Then what? You leave the line, but you don't leave everybody else out to dry because everybody trusted that you was gonna have inside, outside in, and that the D tackles was gonna squeeze it back in, and y'all were just gonna collapse on it. But when you go ahead and D tackles, because I done seen it a lot from Hankins, right? Hankins will do his job, but because the DNs didn't have they contain, it popped out. Yeah, they got to factor that in. Sam Williams is coming back. We didn't have Sam. So you've seen a lot more ghost and rushing, right? And we know ghost and rushing and Sam Williams rushing, that's a big difference. It's a big difference. Yeah. I mean, Micah a little banged up, but hey, it's football, man. Fight through it. You know? I hope not, because I hope DQ ain't telling him to do that, because the linebackers don't be ready to cover for him. If you gonna do that, you got to tell the linebackers, hey, I'm about to go inside release, so maybe go ahead and switch up your reads and pay more attention to the outside this time, because he need to go ahead and communicate with them boys, because hey, I'm not liking that, right? Like I said, if you going at a quarterback who can't move, all right. But a lot of the times this year, Dallas has been going against a lot of mobile quarterbacks this year, right? And they ain't even had to be no Justin Fields. Them will be quarterbacks that'll mess around and can get you a good 5 to 10 yards for the first down. Also, I wanted to point out, CD is that guy. CD is that guy. He that guy. He's that guy. My boy Low. CD is that guy, y'all. He that guy. He most definitely that guy, man. CD been on the roll lately. He been on the roll. And I love how he stepped up to this occasion, right? They talking about Slay and Bradbury is the best tandem in the league. All right. CD like, shoot. All right. It's Killer. But one thing I got to give Killer more a shout out for it. was having him in a lot of the times in the slot. I know the broadcast had pointed him out, but I noticed that as well. He was doing a lot of work from the slot. So shout out to Kellen Moore for growing. Shout out to Kellen Moore for actually doing a little bit of film work. Shout out to Kellen Moore for actually trying to take advantage and actually acknowledging that you have a number one wide receiver. So shout out to Kellen Moore in regards to that. But you always know that I always think that CD can get some more of it, though. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You see when we talk our mess, it ain't like other than Leighton, y'all. Because Leighton's soft. You know, I gotta put that out there. But other than that, it ain't like Leighton sucked though, because he don't. But he's soft though. But it ain't like we don't know because we know the players can do it. But over here in Dallas land, you gotta step up. You gotta step up. You gotta step up. You gotta rise to the occasion. You gotta rise to the occasion, right? So hey, it's a long season though. But the circumstances that we were dealt, we wanted it a lot quicker. No lie. No lie. But hey, everything happened for a reason. The adversity that this team has went through happened for a reason, right? Because one thing that I observed on some of these teams, they haven't went through no adversity. I don't see no adversity that Philly has went through. The Bengals been going through adversity and they coming out on top, right? Certain teams, when they go through adversity and get over it, it makes them better. And we know that when the Bengals come around, they're going to be right there. And we know that the Dallas Cowboys, the adversity that we have went since the first week of the season till now, has made us better and has made us rise to the occasions so we can go ahead and put a 40 piece on the Philadelphia. So the defense can go ahead and get 2 stops to stop them at the end of the game. Beautiful. That was beautiful by the defense, right? We hard on the defense, right? Especially of late. But one thing that I have to acknowledge is that when it was time to get the stop, they got the stop. So shout out to the defense regarding that on end. For the circumstances that the defense have to go through, even though, like I said, they could play a little better, even though Tank might have been a little bit missing in action, even though the pass rusher that we suspect to be the best in the league has not been performing to our liking lately, when it was time to rise to the occasion, that defense rose to the occasion. So shout out to the defense on that end. Shout out to the defense on that. Oh yeah, I've been seeing TP sticking his nose in there a little better. Curse, he backed up that talk. When somebody talk like Curse, man, they gotta perform. 2 turnovers. Shout out to Curse. Yeah, LVE. Yeah, he not having a good. LVE is actually having a good season. But from what I want from my linebacker, though, we just got to accept that LVE is who he is, man. Just a running hit linebacker, right? We just got to accept that we're not about to get no physicality out of LVE. We ain't gonna get how a 250 plus linebacker should be performing on the field, right? We just got to accept that he a 250-pound linebacker and a 220-pound linebacker a mindset, but a 250-pound body, So we gotta accept that. Oh yeah. That's probably the hugest pickup of the year. That's probably the hugest pickup of the year because that's gonna do numbers in the playoffs. That's gonna do numbers. I'm glad that he ain't out for the year. I'm glad that he gonna come back. Rest up, Big Hank, because we're gonna need a whole lot of you this week. Not this week, but in the playoffs, right? So shout out to Hank. Deron Bland. Yep, shout out Deron. Shout out to Nashawn. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that too. Shout out to Nashawn because even though Nashawn is built like this, and Nashawn over Kelvin Joseph is a whole lot better. LaShawn was sticking his nose in, making tackles. LaShawn actually competed, right? Was competing. It was attacking the ball some. Yeah, he got his little bumps and his ups and downs, but it looked a whole lot better. You notice that, when it came down to the very big plays of him just getting cooked. Yeah, I mean that one little end breaking round. Okay, that's cool, right? But he not getting hit for touchdowns like Kelvin Joseph was. You know what I mean? So he actually took the opportunity to get better. I think when Nashawn get that body, I like to see Nashawn, another year in that weight room, another year with some red meat in his system. Another year with some Whataburger in his system and a Diet Coke and an extra in an extra large fry. I want to see him, man, when he go ahead and got that in the system. Right. Facts. Diggs following Brown. Kellen Moore actually seeing, not putting CD in a position to succeed and eat, and knowing that they wasn't gonna go ahead and follow him. But we talking about big play Slay though. Why you wasn't following him like the way that you should? But you supposed to be the best corner though. All right. Yeah, I'm interested to see, man, once he gets stronger, when he get that body, man, what he could do. Because hey, if we don't hit on Kelvin Joseph, but hit on Deshaun, right, I believe that's a win. Because you already didn't hit on Bland. So if you're able to hit on him and it just didn't work out with Kelvin Joseph, then it is what it is. But I'll take that. I'll take that. I honestly would. I really would. I really would take that. Right. T.Y. Hilton showing that he is much needed. Already showing the impact that he's had, right? Showing the vet savvy that he has, showing that he brings an element that we don't have, showing that, hey, he can win quick, right? We know that, hey, that I'm going to run my route at this depth and I'm going to break it right here, and you can count on that. That's big for somebody like Dak Prescott, right? We can count on Jason Witten. We can count on Dak Prescott, right? I mean, not Dak Prescott, but what's his name? Amari Cooper to do certain things with his route running. Cole Beasley, Jason Witten. We can count on them. So it's good that, yeah, we like CD though, but CD's that type of player that, hey, get the ball in his hands, he gonna go, right? But TY, you can actually on 3rd and 5, no, right? Regardless, man, hey, I'm gonna run this, I'm gonna hit you with that, pop, 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 boom, open. And I done got about 5.5, 6 yards, man. First down on a big play. Creed Humphrey. Yeah, but hey, Biotis is good though. Biotis was balling. Biotis been balling all year though, right? So hey, yeah, we always look back like, damn, could have had that, right? Probably could have threw Creed Humphrey at guard or something, or whatever, however the case may be. Yeah, you could look at it like that. But Biotis is definitely balling. He definitely balling, right? But let me see what I say. I was going to write that. So here's my thing, right? I'm not worried about winning the NFC East, and I hope that's not a goal for the Cowboys, right? Of course, winning every game should be a goal, but I want to just worry about performing, doing what we're supposed to do, and the wins will come, right? How many times have we won the NFC East and nothing has came from that, right? So seeding, I'll be honest with y'all, right? The Cowboys play like the way that they did against Philadelphia, especially with what we got coming back. I'm not worried about where we seeded at, away, home, whatever the case may be. Of course, we will win home games, right? Especially with the pass rush. But hey, if we don't, I'm not worried about it because this team can play. The best of they say Minnesota was the best, blew them out. They say Philadelphia was the best, put a 40 piece on them, right? So the best of the best, Tampa Bay, right? Boom. You know, Hank. Hey, if we got to see the Niners, shoot. Here we go. Let's see let's see that physicality that we've been talking about that Kurt said since the Niner game. Let's see it come to play. You know, any team in the NFC East, I mean in the NFC conference period, Dallas can beat. The only way that Dallas loses, they get in their own way. And we have shown in the past that we can get in our own way. So let's not get in our own way. Hey, he said, "Tuck that chain, man. It's gang in here, man." You know. Yeah, CD don't be playing, man. He don't be playing, man. And you know what they gonna do one day, right? They gonna CD gonna have that chain out, and he gonna tuck it, and they gonna think it's coming to him, and they gonna just do something off of that action. I hope they do, because you know that's on field. Hold on, every time CD tuck his chain, something ready to come, right? CD go ahead and mess around his play, tuck his chain, give him a little key, bop, hit you with something else. Hit you with something else. But in all summary, in conclusion, these Cowboys is ready, y'all. They ready. They ready. They ready. I seen what I had to see. I'm like, okay, does Dak step up? Check. Do you fight through adversity? Check. Does TY show you signs that he can go ahead and be instrumental, very valuable to this team in the playoff stretch? Check. Does Gallup show just a tad bit of life? Check. Does his offense? How does offense go against their one-on-one matchups that the Philadelphia Eagles will try to go ahead and establish on you? Check. Because all five of them handled their one-on-one matchups good, y'all. A lot of the time they was bringing extra guys, or they was running little games and stuff to go ahead and get that pressure, or Dak just extended the play and they got to it. A lot of the times, man on man, that offensive line was playing pretty good, man, and handling their business in the passing game. Check. The running game doesn't really go off for anything, you know. Can we pat? Check. Defense, do you get stops when it matter? Check. Defense, even though you're not really doing what you did earlier, as you get turnovers still. Check. Deron Bland, is that a fluke or is that really you? Check. Check. Anthony Barr even looked a little better this, because you know I'll be hard on Anthony Barr. I seen Anthony Barr scraping over the trash, making some tackles. So shout out to Anthony Barr. You know, everybody went on ahead, man, and messed around and stepped up. A lot of the question marks that we may have had is checked, right? It's checked. You know, I'm gonna be real, y'all. I possibly think y'all, like I said, I always refer back to this team. Y'all remember when the Colts, like their defense, I believe it was their run defense was so bad, but in the playoffs they picked it up with Dwight Freeney, Mathis, right? They got that bowl, that's that Super Bowl run. I believe that this defense is gonna mess around and pick it up and turn it up. I honestly believe that, y'all. I really do. I honestly believe that this defense is gonna pick it up. I do. You know, because I always like to look for signs of life, right? Do we have to figure out the cornerback position 3 and 4? Yes. Will the front seven get better when Leighton Hank come back? Yes. Will this D line most likely turn it up in the playoffs? Yes. Is there some tired legs involved here? Yes. But do they fight through them tired legs, and do they go ahead and keep pushing and overcome? Yes. Right. So, you know, every unit, especially with 17 games, is entitled to go ahead with just a little bit of struggle. The offense struggled before. Now they clicking. The defense was hot. Now they struggling, right? But we know the defense can get back to clicking, right? So yeah, Dan Quinn is rolling with, even though Dan Quinn, there's some things that are like, all right, Dan, you need to do better in. Dan Quinn is rolling with a hand of cornerbacks, a missing linebacker, tired legs, a missing nose tackle, right? And yes, sometimes, Carlos Watkins and Gallimore will let them touch your linebackers. Yes, I understand that. But we don't want them playing a big role anyway. And when Big Hank come back, a lot of their roles will decrease. It will decrease. So, we got to keep that in mind. Hopefully with Gallup, by every week, he's getting a little better and getting more confidence in that leg. I don't know if he's still going through something. I don't know. But I would like more from Michael Gallup. Can I get more from Michael Gallup? I'm sure. I was thinking about it the other day. Is Michael Gallup fighting through something else that I don't know about? Possibly. Right? But there's a lot of pressure on Michael Gallup, right? They paid him. And we look at it like, hey, man, we paid you this money, man. It's time to perform, man. If Michael Gallup was on that rookie contract, I don't think we would be on him as much. But, hey, when you get paid, especially over here in Dallas, when they pay you, you know how the Cowboy fans be, man. We on you. And you know how everybody else should be. Hey, expectations go up when you're paid. They go up. And you need to handle them. Because if you can't handle the pressure, the expectation, then why are you a Dallas Cowboy? Oh my gosh. Look, I don't know how this will work, but if I can get the Niners, the Bucks in the same, oh my God, did I get all that? Oh, I want that fade so bad. I want the Niners, the Bucks, and the Philadelphia Eagles want that smoke. Give them all three. Oh my gosh, I want that. I want that so bad. I want that so bad. If anything else, right? Just give me the Bucks and the Niners. Just give me the Bucks and the Niners. Or if anything, just give me the Bucks so I can just kick Tom Brady out the playoffs, man. So I can just kick him out. I'm tired of taking that Tom Brady whooping. I just want to go ahead, man, and send him to Ray's Boom Boom Room, man. I want to go ahead and send him to the upper room, man. I want to send him so he can work on his marriage quicker, right? So, Giselle won't be, thinking, hey, can't we work? No, let's make sure that she can go home and work on that relationship. Let's not go ahead and put this off for another month, Tom. Let's go ahead and make sure that, we send you back home off right. Where the hell? I want that, man. I want all that, man. And I might get it. I hope I get it. Yeah, but like I was saying earlier with the Micah thing, we just gotta. Some people just gotta accept that look, Mike is possibility that Micah might not get sacks every game, right? I know that expectation of 20 was there because that's just the type of player that he is. However, we know that his impact is greater than just numbers. And we know that the impact from a pressure player is greater than just numbers, right? Even if he never ever played another game this season, it'll still be a great season statistic wise. But a lot of people, man, they just judge you off of stats. Hey, you're not getting sacked, so you're not doing anything. Oh, you're not doing this. But in all reality, man, he's still getting pressure. He's still wrecking. He was in on for that fumble, right? On that first drive when we stopped on the 3, he chased him down to go ahead and get him out of bounds, 3 points. Just little things like that. The hustle play, because one thing Michael gonna do, he gonna hustle, right? If he ain't gonna do anything else, he gonna hustle. And that's good that the best player on the team is setting the standard of going all in, going all out on every play. That should be contagious, right? We know that it didn't get contagious with Kelvin Joseph. We know it wasn't contagious with Kelvin Joseph, but it should be contagious with everybody else. And everybody else had their hand in making plays. That's what's so good about this team. You can look at everybody pretty much on this team, and you can name a big play that they didn't have, no matter what position, no matter what player on this defense. Everybody done had some type of play that was big. And that's how defense should be. Not just relying on one player, 2 players, but as a unit, hold your own and be able to make plays. That's what makes good defenses, right? 4, do you make people better? 4, can you go ahead and make a way out of no way? 4, can you trust your number 1 wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb? Can you put that trust in T.Y.? That's all we need, right? We know that the running game is going to get when we got to get it. But like I said, I always wanted to know what's going to happen when you cannot run that ball effectively like you've been. Can you get it done? Dallas Cowboys has shown they can get it done. But all right, y'all, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Great, get off, get a little bit more work done. I appreciate y'all for coming through. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button for me. Y'all go ahead and have a good one. And we get ready to get some of this film going, man. And y'all look for that soon. And yeah, man, until next time, y'all.